a more automatic way to make all these drawings for us. But in order to make it automatic, we have to do a little setup first. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, or actually not even there. I'm just going to go here to File. I'm going to say New Drawing Template. So those of you that already took 10, you've already got a drawing template. Those of you that haven't, this is a good thing to do here. We're going to do from scratch. ASME, say OK. And all it does is it's going to have kind of a blank page and just some placeholders. So that way when we tell it to make a drawing, it'll automatically make some views for us and do all the stuff. And so some options we have is we can make pages for assemblies. So that way when we right click on it, anytime there's an assembly, it'll use this setup to make that assembly. We can do individual components, so it'll make an automatic page for each component. And then for sheet metal, we can do a folded view and a flat view. And so since we're doing this now, we might as well set it up. So on the assembly, I'm just going to kind of pick in here, set one of these down here, and then do some projected views off of it. Because it's really easy to delete views, right? So might as well make a few things so we can see at least one of each of those views in isometric. Tell it we want it to be shaded. And we want a parts list in here. We want it to be right there. So we can kind of do something like this. And just hit the new button down here at the bottom. Now this page is going to be our part page. So I'm going to say create a new base view. And this time instead of assembly, I'm going to say component. And for the component, I actually want it to be hidden lines. And I'll do the same thing, kind of make some views. And tell that one I want to be shaded. Just to kind of let it know, okay, put in this stuff. You can always add or delete new ones depending on what you want to see. But at least it has something kind of in mind to make the page for you. Go here, same thing, I'm going to go to new one. This time I'm going to tell it, if I have sheet metal, make a sheet metal view. And then same thing, boom, 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 boom. And so we don't have to know how the pages are going to be, go here, make a new one, and we'll tell it to be a flat pattern of the sheet metal. And then we'll do a table for that. So let's look and see, if I have it up here, the big wide bar is at the top. If I go down here, it kind of flips it and makes the big wide title bar of the table at the bottom. So it's because if you stick it on the border, the title should be on the bottom. If it's floating in midair, it should be on top. So even if you have it like sitting right here, the title should probably be on top. So I'm just gonna go up there and click there, and then just drag that down there to put it kind of where I want it. Don't worry about not knowing what that means now. We'll get to that later. This is also where we could go in and edit our title block here. So one that I like to change is I like to change this one to being, oops. Oh, no, never mind. We're not gonna do that. We'll save that for you guys. If you want to go in and edit this some more, I've got another video I'll post that goes over how to set up your own title block here in some more detail. But the basic idea is we set up these things here, we hit save, and I'm going to call this my weld and sheet metal template. And I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to close that. So now when I go here, I want to make my drawings. I just right click up at the top. I say create drawing. And so from template, I'm going to pick browse. I'm going to go into my CAT 22 folder, and there's my template. And I'm going to say OK. So now it made a page for this assembly. It made a page for that assembly. It made a page for that part. It made a page for that one. And it made a page, oh, I didn't do a flat pattern yet. That's why I didn't do that. There we go. Now I have a flat pattern for it. So it automatically made all of those pages for me with a couple clicks. And so this was a pretty small thing, but imagine if you had something that had a few other parts. Now it's going to make all those pages for you, everything. Yeah, you got some cleanup to do because it kind of put this out there, but you don't have to go through and do all the steps every single time, right? Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's up to you how you want to do it. So decide if you want to do the template way or if you want to do it one at a time. It's up to you. I can't really tell.